Hello viewers, welcome to the video. This video is on the convergence of infinite series. To test whether a given infinite series is convergent or not, there are few tests. They are comparison test, D'Alembert's ratio test, Rabe's test, logarithmic test, Cauchy's root test, Leibniz test. As the name itself suggests, in comparison test, we need to compare two series, and by looking at the value we can say whether the given series converges or not. In D'Alembert's ratio test, it is the ratio that we see. Similarly, logarithmic, Cauchy's root test, and the fact that these 5 tests is applicable when the series is a positive term series, that is the series where the terms are positive numbers, and this Leibniz test is applicable for alternating series. When the series is a alternating series, we apply Leibniz test to check whether that series is convergent or not. Alternating is something like this, where plus and minus r comes alternatively in between the terms, and in positive term series every term is a positive number. Now let us, in this video I will be explaining about the comparison test and solve problems. So first let us see the statement of the comparison test is the stress should be given to the word two positive term series. The two series are sigma un and sigma vn. That will, if such that these two condition, if sigma vn is convergent and satisfies un is less than or equal to vn for all values of n, then we say that the given series is also convergent. If this is convergent, then we also say that the given series is convergent. In a if two positive term series, sigma un and sigma vn is such that if sigma vn is divergent for this condition, then the given series is also divergent. This is convergent, then un is also convergent. If vn is divergent, then un is also divergent. Next, come to the limit form of the, here also the two positive, it should be written that it is a two positive term series, sigma and un, sigma un and sigma vn, such that this is the important limit form, un by vn. If we apply limit to this ratio, then it should be a finite and it should not be equal to 0. Then we say that both the series converge or diverge together. Another important test is P-series test. This says that the harmonic series of order P, this is the series of order P, this is the order of the series, and converges for P greater than 1 and diverges for P less than equal to 1. Now let us solve. First problem is 1 upon 1 into 2 plus 2 upon 3 into 4 plus 3 upon 5 into 6 plus infinity. This is the series. We need to test whether convergence of this series by comparison test. So this is the first term of the series, that is u1. This will be the second term of the series, u2. This will be the third term of the series, etc. How will be the nth term of the series look like? Nth term will be, by looking the pattern 1, 2, 3, this will be n. Nth term will be n because first term is 1, second term is 2, third term is 3. Similarly, nth term is definitely the numerator value will be n, and 1, 3, 5. 1, 3, 5 are odd numbers. Odd numbers will be of the form 2n minus 1, 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6 is even numbers. Even number will be of the form 2n. Example, 2n, if you take 2n, put n is equal to 1, 2, 3, etc. Then what you get is 2 ones are 2. If you put 2 here, you get 4. 3, if you put 3, 6, etc. These are even numbers. Even numbers will be of the form 2n. Then 2n minus 1. If you put n is equal to 1, 2, 3, etc. you get 2 minus 1, 1, 4 minus 1, 3, 3, 6 minus 1, 5, etc. And these are odd numbers. So odd numbers will be of the form 2n minus 1 and 1, 3, 5. These are odd numbers, so I have written here 2n minus 1. 2, 4, 6 are even numbers, so it is 2n. Next what I do is take n outside, n as a common factor. Then what you get is 2 minus 1 by n. Here there is nothing, 2n. Take n outside, we are left out with 2 minus 1 by n. So n get cancels. Then un will be 1 upon 2n into 2 minus 1 by n. So this by doing this, solving like this 1 by n, it will be very easy to apply the limit and choose the auxiliary series Vn. So take Vn, this 1 by n as a auxiliary series. Then what happens to the limit? Let us see what happens limit un by Vn. We need this limit to be not equal to 0 and a finite number. So we have selected Vn to be 1 by n. Limit n tends to infinity, un is 1 by 2n, 2 minus 1 by n. And what we have selected Vn, auxiliary series Vn is 1 by n. This is upon 1 by n. This goes to numerator and become n. So n get cancels with the denominator n and we are left out with 1 by 2 into 2 minus 1 by n. After applying limit, we get 2 by 2 minus 1 over infinity. N tends to infinity if you apply. Then 1 over infinity is 0. 2 minus 0 is 2. 2 2s are 4. So what we get is 1 by 4. 1 by 4 is clearly a finite and it is not equal to 0. So we have taken 1 by n as auxiliary series because it gets cancelled with the numerator, and this is the simplified form so that we can apply the limit easily and we get a finite answer that is not equal to 0. By limit form we can say that both these series converges or diverges together. Therefore series un and series Vn converge or diverge together. But what we have taken Vn as, series Vn as, this is equal to 1 by n. And what here we have is p value is 1. If there is nothing here, we should take it as 1. Therefore 1 by n to the power of p, the p series test, p value is 1. And if p value is 1, then the series is, by p series test, this is a divergent. Therefore, since these two converge together and this is a divergent by p series test, the given series is divergent. Given series, given our given series, this series, this is nothing but the un series. This series is also divergent by comparison test. Now the series sigma n is equal to 1 to infinity 1 upon root n plus 1 for convergence. Here the un is itself sign here and multiply and divide it by root n plus 1 minus root n, root n plus 1 plus root n as it is, root n plus 1 minus root n. So these two terms I will multiply and divide so that they cancel and the same thing comes back, no change in the value. So un will be a plus b into a minus b is a square minus b square. So this is a plus b into a minus b. So a square minus b square. The square and the root cancels and what we get is n plus 1 minus n. Plus n and minus n get cancels. Un will be root n plus 1 minus root n. From here also we take n as a n outside, then we get 1 plus 1 by n minus root n. Un is equal to, I'll take root n as a common factor, then I will be left out with root 1 plus 1 by n minus 1. Right. If I take root n as a common factor, then I will be left out with square root of 1 plus 1 by n. Then I have taken already root n outside, so 1. Now this is of the form 1 plus 1 by n whole to the power of half. Square root I can write it as half minus 1. So there is a binomial expansion, that is 1 plus x whole to the power of m is equal to 1 plus mx plus m into m plus 1 by 2 etc. So this will be un is equal to root n, the binomial expansion where x is 1 by n, m value is 1 by 2. So if you substitute here, what we get is 1 plus 1 by 2n plus 1 by 8n square plus etc. The binomial expansion of this will be this expansion. Minus 1 remains as it is. This series minus 1. So plus 1 and minus 1 get cancels and we are left out with this, where I will take this n outside. Un is equal to root n by n 1 by 2 plus 1 by 8n plus etc. So that will be un is equal to, if I can write n as root n into root n. So root n cancels, 1 by root n, 1 by 2 plus 1 by 8n plus etc. So every term is of the form 1 by n. Applying limit will be easy to this. Next we will take this as the auxiliary series. Take Vn is equal to 1 by root n as the auxiliary series. Therefore, what will be the limit n tends to infinity un by Vn? This will be limit n tends to infinity, un will be 1 by root n into 1 by 2 plus 1 by 8n plus etc. into Vn is divided by 1 by root n, that is root n goes to the numerator, root n by 1. Root n cancels with the denominator root n, and after we apply the limit we get 1 by infinity etc. This will be 1 by 2 plus 0. This is equal to 1 by 2, and this is definitely a finite term and it is not equal to 0. Therefore, by the limit form, series un and series vn converge or diverge together. But what is the series Vn? Series Vn is 1 by root n. We have taken series Vn to be 1 upon root n. This we can write it as 1 by n to the power of 1 by 2, and p value is 1 by 2 is less than 1. Therefore, by p series test, sigma Vn is convergent. Therefore, our given series sigma un is also convergent. Since Vn converges, given series is also convergent by comparison test. Now let us test for convergence the series 1 upon 1 into 2 into 3 plus 3 upon 2 into 3 into 4 plus etc. Now in this series, un will be 1, 3, 5 are even odd numbers. So it will be of the form 2n minus 1, and denominator is successive terms are there 1, 2, 3. So you can write it as n 1 greater than this to this 1 greater. So it will be n plus 1 that is n plus 2. n plus 1 n plus 2. 1, 2, 3. So this is successive terms. So n plus 1 n plus 2. So I'll take n outside, then we will be left out with 2 minus 1 by n. What I'll do is take n outside, we'll be left out with 2 minus 1 by n. In the same way, denominator also, take n outside, n as it is, take n outside, 1 plus 1 by n into 1 plus 2 by n. So n cancels with the denominator n, and we will be left out with 1 by n. Here also n is there. So n into n is n square. 2 minus 1 by n upon 1 plus 1 by n into 1 plus 2 by n. So take this as the auxiliary series. Take Vn is equal to 1 by n square as the auxiliary series. So what happens to the limit n tends to infinity, un by Vn will be limit n tends to infinity, un is 1 by n square, 2 minus 1 by n upon 1 plus 1 by n into 1 plus 2 by n. Vn n square goes to the numerator and gets cancelled with the denominator n square. After applying the limit, this will be 2 minus 0 divided by 1 plus 0 into 1 plus 0. This will be 2 by 1. Clearly it is not equal to 0. Therefore, series un and series vn both converge or diverge together. But what happens to the series un, that is 1 by n square, where the p value is equal to 2 is greater than 1. Therefore, this series is a convergent series. By P series test, sigma Vn is a convergent, and hence the given series sigma Un is also convergent by comparison test. Fourth problem is sigma is equal to 1 upon root n tan 1 by n. Here the un is, will test for its convergence, where un will be 1 by root n tan of 1 by n. We know that the expansion of tan x is equal to x plus x cube by 3 plus 2x to the power of 5 by 15 plus etc. This is the expansion of tan function tan x by Taylor series x plus x cube by 3 plus 2x to the power of 5 by 15 plus etc., where x value is 1 by n. So we'll expand the tan of 1 by n, 1 upon root n tan 1. By expanding we'll get 1 by n plus 1 by 3n cube plus etc. This is the expansion. We'll take n outside, n into root n, 1 by n we have taken outside, so 1 by 3n square plus etc. And look at this, every term is of the form 1 by n, so that applying limit will be easy. And what will be root n into n? Root n means 1 by 2. If there is nothing here, it should be taken as 1. Bases are same. We can add the powers. That is half plus 1. What is half plus 1? Half plus 1 is 3 by 2. So un will be 1 upon n to the power of 3 by 2, 1 plus 1 upon 3n square plus etc. So I'll take this as, take Vn is equal to 1 upon n to the power of 3 by 2 as the auxiliary series. Then what happens to the limit n tends to infinity un by Vn? This will be limit n tends to infinity 1 upon n to the power of 3 by 2 into 1 plus 1 by 3n square plus etc. into n to the power of 3 by 2, which get cancels with the denominator, so that after applying limit we get this series. This is nothing but 1, which is clearly not equal to 0. Therefore both the series un and vn converges or diverges together. But what happens to this series? This series is 1 by n to the power of 3 by 2, where p is equal to 3 by 2 is greater than 1, and hence by P series test we see that this series is convergent and hence the given series sigma un is also convergent by comparison test. This should be written, this is because of comparison test sigma vn is convergent, so sigma un is also convergent, and the limit value is also, this condition is test for convergence. The series sigma 2n cube plus 5 upon 4 n to the power of 5 plus 1, will take this as un. This is the series sigma un. So un will be 2n cube plus 5 upon 4 n to the power of 5 plus 1. Take n cube as common. Then we are left out with 5 by n cube, and n to the power of 5 you take as a common factor. Then we are left out with 4 plus 1 by n to the power of 5. The numerator n cube cancels the denominator n square, and we get what we get un is 1 by n square 2 plus 5 by n cube upon 4 plus 1 by n to the power of 5. Now we'll take this n square as an auxiliary series. Take Vn is equal to 1 by n square. Now what happens to limit? Therefore, limit n tends to infinity, un by Vn will be limit n tends to infinity. What will be the un will be 1 by n square 2 plus 5 by n cube upon 4 plus 1 by n to the power of 5 into n square. N square gets cancelled with the denominator n square. After applying limit, we get 1 by 5 by infinity goes to 0, and here also n cube. If there is n cube, infinity cube is also infinity, so no problem. 4 plus 0, this is nothing but 2 by 4, which is equal to 1 by 2, which is not equal to 0. This is important. It should be finite and it should be not equal to 0. Then we can say that both the series un and series Vn converges or diverges together. But what is the series Vn is 1 by n square, and what is the value of p is p value is 2. We notice that this is greater than 1. Hence, by p series test, the series Vn is convergent, is a convergent series. Therefore, the given series un is also convergent, by comparison test. Un is equal to 1 by n sine of 1 by n. The expansion of sine function is sin x is equal to x minus x cube by 3 factorial plus x to the power of 5 by 5 factorial. So un becomes, un is equal to 1 by n into, where x value is 1 by n. So substituting x is equal to 1 by n, we get is 1 by n minus 1 by n cube into 3 factorial plus 1 by n to the power of 5 into 5 factorial plus etc. Un is equal to 1 by n square. If I take 1 by n as a common factor, then 1 by n square into 1 by n square 3 factorial plus 1 by n to the power of 4 5 factorial plus etc. So take this 1 by n square as the auxiliary series. Vn is equal to 1 by n square. Limit, then we see that the limit n tends to infinity, un by Vn will be limit n tends to infinity 1 by n square into 1 minus 1 by n square 3 factorial plus etc. And also all the terms is of the form 1 by n. So applying limit will be easy, and since we have taken Vn as 1 by n square, which goes to the numerator and gets cancelled with the denominator n square. So after applying limit, we get this is 1 by infinity plus etc. 1 minus 0 is 1, which is clearly not equal to 0, and hence series un and series Vn both converges or diverges together. But the series Vn is series 1 by n square. Clearly the value of p is equal to 2, which is greater than 1, and hence by p series, this series is sigma Vn is a convergent, and therefore the given series sigma un is also a convergent series, by comparison test.